Hi guys, it's Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and we had gotten in one of the postcards from Ollie's to get 15% off our total purchase. So I said, let's go over there and then we can stop at the Goodwill next to or near it. It's not right next to it. We have to go down the road a bit, but I thought we would do that. So I'm going to show you the kind of crafty household things. We did buy some grocery items, but I didn't bring them in here. They're in the kitchen because I've got dishwashing detergent, moon pies, a couple boxes of cereal, some tortilla chips, that kind of thing. So I didn't think y'all would care about that. But if you do like to get bargains, Ollie's, good stuff cheap, you can get cereal for like less than $2 a box. Just saying. So first thing I wanted to share was I got a Miracle Grow digger for $3.99, and then we got 15% off. And I thought this would be good for like if I'm just cleaning up a flower bed and I want to work on an area and then move the mulch back, because I've got pine straw down around most of my azaleas, not all of them, but most of them. We're hoping to harvest some from roadside when people clean their yard up, and we'll harvest it into our truck and bring it home, and I'll put it around my garden beds. So that's what that was. And then we have two of those spatulas, and one of them had a wooden handle, and it's not fared well in the dishwasher. And before anybody tells me you're not supposed to put them in the dishwasher, it's okay. It's okay. So anyway, they had these KitchenAid mixer spatulas. They're pretty heavy duty. They've got a handle. It says dishwasher safe. This was $4.99 less our 15%. So I need to wash that and put it away. It says dishwasher safe, safe for all cookware, including your nonstick, and it's heat resistant up to 500 degrees. So those were those two items. And then another household thing. I saw an end cap and it had all these bed skirts on it. And I've been wanting to get a bed skirt, and I didn't really care what color it was because I switch out whatever blankets or coverlets or whatever's on the bed. So the only one they had in a full size, and this was the only full size one, I found a whole ton of twin sizes, and then a king size, California king size bed skirt, and a bunch of queen sizes. But it didn't matter the size. They were $1.99, and then we got 15% off. And this is kind of a pale yellow. The reason I wanted this bed skirt is I want to put it on our bed to kind of give a barrier to my boxes of quilters cottons that are under the bed, because the sun comes right in those windows in the early morning, and I want to keep that fabric from fading. So I thought if I put a bed skirt on it, the cats will have a great time thinking it's like a cat cave and all. But I can put this on, and then periodically I'll take it off and wash it and put it back on. But for $1.99, and it's 18-inch drop, so that should cover all of that. And yeah, I might wash it before I put it on to get all of it's been in packaging. And plus you get a bonus storage bag that zips. So there's that. And let's see. The only other thing I got that I wanted to share with you guys. Hi, Mitz. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Ann. They have some Anita paint, the kind that Walmart carries, in these great big 8-ounce bottles. They're 99 cents at Ollie's. And if you sign up for Ollie's Army, you'll get those postcards periodically, and you'll get like 15 or 25% off your total purchase. So I got this less than $1 for the big bottles. So I got citrus green, royal blue, orange, and tomato red. I looked for a yellow, so I'd kind of have the basics, but they didn't have a yellow. They had gold, and then they had one antique white. I said, well, I'm only going to get 4 of them and try them and see how they are. I've used Anita's paint, all-purpose acrylic paint before, but I figured for 99 cents it'd be worth a try. And I thought it was a great deal. And they have just a limited color range, but for 99 cents, it was worth it. We went to lunch, and then we went to Goodwill, and we went to a place called Taco Time. And I got what I thought was going to be the lunch serving of, it's called Fajitas Express. And I thought it would be just a small plate. It was like a dinner plate. And I brought most of it home. I'm sure Greg will end up eating it because I told him, I said, there's free Mexican in there. Hi, Maritza's Yarn and Crafts. So I don't have my phone in here. On my Instagram, no, on Pinterest, on my Pinterest board, I have a board that I set aside for either apparel looks I want to copy or sewing, or it's in one of those. But I came across these overalls that were just it looked like they were made from used fabrics and just somebody made like a whole piece of fabric and then they cut bib overalls out of it. And I followed the link and I about fell out of this chair because they want $600 for that pair of bib overalls. I can sew. So we'll talk about that in a minute. I went on Saturdays, they generally put the clothing that's almost ready to leave the building for 50 cents a piece. So I went looking for cotton plaids. They had a bunch of flannel, and I don't want flannel. It's too hot here in South Carolina for flannel. So I got this shirt, and I'm just going to tear these up to make patches. So I got this one. These were all 50 cents. And bonus, I got some random things to harvest. This one says Splendor Royal on it. And this one says Go something store, go home. Track tested, speed style. And then it's got the little tabs. I could maybe just gently take these off and reuse them on my bib overalls to like on the pocket on the front. So there's some components I'll just reuse on there. I could almost reuse the pockets, just carefully pick them off and set them aside and then just sew them back on. I got that one, and then I got a red one. And this one's actually came from Abercrombie and Fitch, which that's a deal. And of course, I'll harvest the buttons for 50 cents. You can't buy buttons for 50 cents. Now, this is a little boy's t-shirt. Not t-shirt, but shirt. But I like the tiny plaid. And then the last one I only got 4. So I spent $2. $2 toward my $600 pair of overalls. So this one's pretty. Blues and greens with red and cream. So those are all going to get torn up. I'm going to wash them. So those will get set aside to be washed before I start tearing them apart. And then I got this yarn. It was $2.99. I don't know why it's got all these extra stickers on it. But it's really cool. It's got a, I guess some people say aura. It's got the fibers that are off from it, you see. But I don't know what the makeup is or anything. And I hate they've put the stupid tape on it. I hate that because that makes the yarn sticky. I like it better when they take like that sticky kind of saran wrap and wrap that instead. But it's in blues, and I thought they were the most beautiful blues ever with a strand of silver running through it. See, it's sparklies. And then I got this. It's a Pyrex bowl. Turn it upside down. It's a mushroom top. It's got a lip on here, so I can actually glue those flat gems all over this one. And I think it'll fit my funky stem vase. Hang on. I saw it and I said, I bet it'll work. This is the vase I picked up to make a stem with the other day. So let's see. This will be the top and it should fit. Oh, it's a little off, but I think if I work at it, I can get it centered. But that'll be a mushroom. Look at that. That's going to be cute. I want to get one more vase and one more bowl. And then Renee and I are going to get together and do a video. And we're going to make mushrooms to put out in our yard. So I'm one more toward that. Here we go. So that's all I got. So what's everybody up to? Anybody doing anything today? I'll show you the card. I did a reel. My cards are ready to go that I did with Meri. I went totally rogue and I do all of the prompts. I didn't do the bikini. I didn't do the watermelon, and I didn't do picnic basket. I didn't do any of those. I still like my cards. And this one, it says, those who don't believe in magic will never find it. This one says, there is nothing like a dream to create a future. And this one says, what seems ordinary is often the extraordinary. And then listen to your heart. It will show you the way. So I'll tell you the prompts that I used because I wrote them down. And so last night, kind of following along with Meri, but then going crazy rogue, I did yellow flowers, stencil, stripes, splatter, blue, and then I went wild card, and then I said borders and quotes. So for my first wild card, I did stamping, and that's the funny little black that you see. I'll show you the stamp I used. It's my go-to, want to add something to a background. It's a non-script script like this. It kind of looks like writing, but it's not really. I love this thing. You can tell because it's dirty. It never gets cleaned. It's just down here and gets used. And then the second wild card I did is I used this Distress Crackle paint that's older than you know what, but it still works okay. That's the green splotches that you see. It's got the crackle in it. And then the borders, I just did gold paint, and then I mounted it on black, and then I used my gold pen to put a gold squiggly line around and mounted it on the card, and it was good to go. So I got 4 cards here to add to my cards that I have available. I'm going to go ahead and type these in my description box for this video if you guys want to use the prompts that I used to make these. But if you have an Ollie's near you, this is a deal. 99 cents a bottle for 8 ounces. Can't beat that. And it's a paint we've all used, Anita's. It comes from Walmart. So that's all I have. Look at your baby here. Ignore the diggies on the door where the cats are bad. So this is Tippy in the first basket, and that's Howard over by the window. He's looking out. Tippy's acting like he doesn't feel good, which has me worried, but we'll do the best and see how he's doing. All right. Barbara, we missed you yesterday. I added you to the Friday chat. I didn't know if you'd be available or not, but we had fun. We chit-chatted. Can't wait to see Safia's Afghan put together. She's putting her hexagons together, and it's all in pinks. So y'all will have to, if you're not following Safia Button on Instagram, you need to follow her so you can see her hexagons, all in pinks. It pinks, I think, pink and gray, but it's really pretty. So, yeah, that's what I was afraid of, Barbara, that you were probably full up. I don't know everybody's schedule. I just put the invite out there. If you can't make it, don't worry about it. And You could just leave the chat if you don't want it clicking and binging and, you know, waking you up at whatever o'clock on Fridays. You're always welcome in Ann's on Thursdays too. So, you're wondering where you were Thursday. I said, well, I'll add her Friday. You go over to Barb's. Yeah, I saw her pop on and I almost said I'm going to run over and watch Barb, but I was having too much fun with the girls yesterday. So I hung out. I'm looking at the screen. Sorry, I'm not looking at you. Some people get offended that somebody's not looking directly at the camera. But if you want me to follow the chat, I kind of have to look over here because that's where the chat is. You slept really late on Thursday. Cool. I had this bright idea. I'm going to start getting up on before 6 o'clock every day of the week. And I'd go out and do yard work between 6 and 8. After 8 o'clock, it's just too hot. I just can't do it. Yeah, and Thursday, I was just not up to chit-chatting. I don't know. Just struggling right now. Sometimes just even being together online is more than I can cope with. And that's not anything against you all. It's just some days I'm not real nice to be around when I don't feel good. So I'd rather just not subject everybody to my angry, fussy self. Just remember, if you stream at... Yep, gotcha. The only morning I've been coming on early on a kind of regular basis is Monday morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern. And the last couple mornings, I've been missing that Monday mornings. I am trying to get this yard cleaned back up from us not being here. I feel like Scott does so much outside the house, you know, earning money for us that I try to maintain everything here on my own. And I just have to do it between 6 and 8 because after 8, I don't know what it is. It might have something to do with some of the medications I'm on, but sunlight really makes me feel ill. So if I get out there and I get everything that I want to get done for that day, even if I go out for just 30 minutes, sometime between 6 and 8, I can do a little bit and just try to do things a little bit at a time. There's no me going out and working 4 to 8 hours straight in the yard like I used to. So I just got to accept the fact that I have to take it in small chunks. I mean, I'm now 60 years old, so small chunks is better than no chunks. What is it? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time? Yep. Not even to myself, my social self. Some days just, I hear you. I hear you on that one, Barbara. Yeah, I'm trying my best to avoid a nap today. Yesterday, Scott came home exhausted. He brought home barbecued sandwiches. We ate the sandwiches, and then we both fell asleep in the recliner. And then I had trouble sleeping at night. So I'm trying to be that toddler that just keeps running to stay awake. So that's why I'm on here right now, going ahead and doing this kind of thrifty haul and share. So, all right. I guess I'll throw this stuff in the washing machine and get somebody, either Scott or Greg, to help me strip the bed so we can take the mattress off. So when this thing comes out of the dryer, I can immediately put it on the bed. Once I get the bed all made up and everything, I'll take a picture and put it on my thing, whatever. Community tab. I'll get the right words. I'm struggling with words today too. It's just been crazy. So y'all take care. And if there's a father involved in your life, I hope he has a great day tomorrow. So I'll see you later. Bye.